Hi, I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle in Los Angeles, California. One of my favorite things to do around the holidays is bake. And I love to decorate cupcakes. This is my recipe for Christmas tree cupcakes. So I have over here some cupcakes that I've already gone ahead and baked, and I've got some chocolate and some vanilla ones. You could also certainly make some red velvet ones. Those would be pretty festive too. And I've got some different toppings. I have some cinnamon little red hots. I also have some candy canes that I've gone ahead and crushed up. And I also found in my supermarket these tiny little adorable red and green little chocolate mini chips. And I've also got some green sprinkles. Well, I've taken my frosting that I had made and I went ahead and I put a few drops of green food coloring in it, and now I put it into this piping bag. And what I'm going to do is just going to take my scissors and cut a tiny little piece of the piping bag off at the end, which will allow for it to come off. Now, you could go ahead and put like a star tip on the end of your piping bag, or you could put a round one. I'm just going to go ahead and just use it plain because when I go ahead and pipe this in, you'll see I'm not really looking for a real design on it. So I'm going to take my cupcake that I have already baked and I'm going to turn it on its side, and I'm actually going to cut just up to the very top of the cupcake baking cup that it's been in, and just cut that very top layer off. So almost kind of like just the very little top, and I'm going to set that on the side. I'm then going to take my frosting that I have and I'm going to pipe the inside of this cupcake. And you want to go around the edges so that once you put your top back on, it flows out on the side. And I just kind of made a little swirl. You don't need to fill up the whole thing. And then I'm going to take the top of my cupcake and I'm going to place it back onto the cupcake over the frosting. And then I'm going to take my piping again, and I'm just going to start working my way out in a swirl motion and piping this back around. And we're going to bring it up, and there we go. And so we kind of have like this double layer thing going on, and they kind of, to me, look like little Christmas trees. So now I'm just going to take my toppings and start layering them. So I have some green sprinkles. We can put some green sprinkles on top, just make it even more green and sparkly. And then we can take our crushed peppermint, and I do this on top of a little plate so that I could just, not have such a mess everywhere. Take some of those, and then maybe we could take one of these red hots and just put it right on top. And they are just so cute and adorable, and it's just kind of just a little bit of a twist or a variation on just the classic putting frosting on top of, a cupcake and putting sprinkles. It kind of just adds a little bit of depth to it. So look at how festive and colorful these cupcakes are. That red and green and white, it really just pops on out between the chocolate cupcake and the vanilla cupcake. They taste wonderful, they look great, and I bet your kids are absolutely gonna love making these with you. I'm Michelle Karam with Dishes by Michelle. Thank you so much for watching my video on Christmas tree cupcakes.